want the mic?
Yeah, I'll put on the sketch. Thank you. All right, thank you guys, everyone, for coming. I'm not good at mics, so hold on.
Yeah.
Nope. Which one do I?
Righty tighty, girl.
I got you.
This is the right.
It's because.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gotcha.
Because I'm dyslexic, I don't know my left and my right. I was in occupational therapy for many years, and I still don't know how to write. So I don't know my left and my right, and I don't know how to write. This is great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, I'm going to read a little story for you. I had been skating along in high school, just making good enough grades until I found a music therapy program at New York University. I was interested in music therapy because I had played the cello and I worked with special needs students in a class called Theater Communications in high school. We used theater to teach special needs students communication skills they could use in everyday life. I was just trying to merge my interests. I honestly had no passion to go to college and had no idea what I wanted to study until I was pointed in the direction of music therapy and found a program at NYU. It was then the skies opened up for me. I knew then and there I would go to NYU no matter what it took. I quickly realized that the music therapy program was a grad program, but it didn't matter. I had already gotten over music therapy and was fully zoned in on NYU as my school. Then there was the issue of price. NYU at this time in 2009 was the most expensive college in the United States. Luckily for me, I was watching the NBA in the mid-90s, and I saw a man named Michael Jordan defy the law of physics with hang time. I didn't know at the time what hang time was, but at 3 years old, I pointed at the TV and said, I want to be on TV like him. And it was soon after my parents got me an agent. I booked my first casting call and was in a Blue Cross Blue Shield commercial and became a member of the Screen Actors Guild before I was 4 years old. It was non-stop commercials, modeling, and voiceover work, and I loved it. I loved going on auditions and being on set surrounded by adults. It just felt right. They always say, like, you know when you know. I was in toy catalogs, billboards, Eggo radio spots, NCAA commercials, and right around my 5th birthday, I was cast in a commercial with my inspiration, Michael Jordan.
Ooh, that's awesome.
I was in an AMF bowling commercial where children taught Michael Jordan how to bowl. I didn't realize it then, but I realize it now that I had manifested that meeting with my inspiration. I've been telling people basically since I could talk that I was going to be on TV like Michael Jordan, but I didn't think anyone would have guessed that I would eventually be on TV with Michael Jordan. The power of positive self-talk propelled me to that audition and through the callback process, and finally on set to that day to meet MJ. It was a magical day I'll never forget. And whenever I get down on myself, I remember the power I harnessed at such a young age, and I know I can accomplish anything. I realized that it seems like it was all sunshine and rainbows, and though I maintained that I love my experience as a child performer, I did miss out on what my friends and family experiences as like a normal childhood. Oh, it's upside down. I still did my homework and played soccer and took cello lessons. But while my friends were hanging out after school, I was in a car on my way to an audition or a set. It was a lot of early mornings and late nights learning lines and sitting in makeup chairs, but I was living my dream. I didn't want to be anywhere else. I know it sounds silly, but from age 3 to 13, I was like dedicated to my craft. It was the same dedication I had to get on TV like Michael Jordan that I used to get into NYU. I began taking school more seriously and signed up for AP classes and more extracurricular activities. By this time I wasn't acting anymore, but I had saved all the money I had made while acting and modeling, and I finally knew where it would go. I finally had time to concentrate on my new goal of getting into NYU. I wrote my NYU admissions essay about my experience in my theater communications class and my connection to one of my classmates. Together we learned about how to convey our emotions to an audience and how to communicate person to person. The skills I had learned as a child actor helped me get into NYU, even though I wasn't applying to the Tisch School of the Arts to study acting, because my communication skills helped me write my essay in one viewing of Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm serious. I sat down on a Sunday and put on Breakfast at Tiffany's and just wrote my admissions essay about my relationship with my classmate and how we bonded over all things Disney. I also had to write a limerick and describe how I would spend a day with a famous New Yorker of my choosing. And I chose Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour and described our day eating Wendy's chicken nuggets dipped into chocolate frosting. As I was applying, everything fell into place. It was just like when I was a child actor. Experiences come to you when you're ready for them, and I was so ready to live and learn in New York City. And I feel like NYU should pay me for that, because they say that all the time. Looking back, I wish I still had the confidence I had as a very small child. To be able to tell people my dreams and then will them to existence. I did will my acceptance into New York University into existence when I was 17. I applied early admission and was accepted on December 9th, 2009. And I'll never forget that day and the feeling I had when I knew for the second time in my life that I willed something to happen. So many people, from friends, parents, to school counselors, said it couldn't be done. NYU was a hard school to get into, but once I got something into my head, I knew I could make it happen. I literally paid the price to go to NYU to live and learn in New York City at age of 18 with my childhood, but I don't regret it one bit. Once in a while in therapy, my former life as a child actor will come up, and I'll feel sorry for myself and the childhood I missed out on. But I know without those experiences, I never would be able to get into or pay for NYU. I made up for my lost childhood with having an amazing 4 years running around New York City, living my best life. Oprah would like that one. I got to do internships in the fashion industry and work on political campaigns for politicians I really believed in. Not to mention all the fun I had going to clubs and bars in Manhattan when my friends from high school went to keggers. I was really living life to the fullest, just like I had as a child. Sometimes paying the price is actually a good thing. Literally and figuratively, I paid the price for a world-class education and experience I consider priceless with a working childhood that I wouldn't trade for a regular childhood ever. Thank you. That's my time.